Are you in the market for a light? Looking for something with the power to fill full areas full of light? If you answered yes, check out my review of the Weeylite WP35 full color RGB LED panel light coming up next on Mumble. Hi everyone, it's Mumbles again. I'm here to bring you guys another review, and on today's review, I am bringing you guys a nice, serious, professional light that can help take your lighting game to the next level. Today we review the Weeylite WP35 full color RGB LED panel light. We're going to first start with everything that this product comes with, then I will run through the features. But before we do any of that, I do have to ask, please subscribe to MumblesVideos, and thank you guys all so much for the support. You're amazing. Let's get into that unboxing. When you unbox this thing, you're going to find pretty much two things. The first thing you will find is the light itself. It is already all put together and ready to go for you. The second thing that you will find is the plug. Now, don't be dumb like Mumbles was. The plug is actually in two parts. The actual plug part has to be slid onto the plug, and that is how it turns into a plug. So when I originally got the light, I thought, what? How do I use this plug? It's really not that difficult. Moving on to the features. Feature-wise, we will first start with the measurements of this light. It's very important that you know the size of this thing because it's a pretty decent sized light. So starting with those measurements, this thing has a measurement of 210 millimeters by 275 millimeters by 55 millimeters, or in English terms, 8.6 inches by 10.8 inches by 2 inches in size, with a weight of 1,158.5 grams or 2.5 pounds. And it is indeed a 30-watt light. Power-wise, this thing can be run two different ways. You can plug it into the wall using that plug that I described earlier, or you can use external rechargeable batteries. You can put them onto the back, and it does take two of those batteries. Now, this light does not come with those batteries, but if you want those batteries to have the versatility to not have to plug it into the wall, you can get two NPF550s, two NF750s, or two NPF790 batteries to run this thing without plugging it into the wall. Now, moving on to the frame of this thing itself, it is made with a nice, strong metal frame, and it has nice, strong plastic large knobs to lock this thing into place both on the stand and the movement-wise. Now, speaking of movement, this thing does have a full 360-degree angle adjustment. You just have to make sure that the metal panels that are used to protect the light beads are not in the way when you go to move this thing. But you can move it and rotate it a full 360 degrees. Now, the light itself is indeed protected by those steel panels. Those steel panels close over the light beads, so you don't have to worry about it getting knocked around in transport or anything like that. And it does have vents on the back to help dissipate the heat. Now, this is important because I don't know how many of you have ever been around big hot lights, but when you're standing in those big hot lights, you can literally feel the heat emanating down on you. Now, if the heat is able to emanate down on you, think about the light itself. So it's going to need vents to push that out the back so that it doesn't overheat. The final thing that I do want to mention is on the back of this thing, even though they don't make much deal about it on the website, they do have a USB-C port that can be used to charge USB-C devices if you so choose. Now, moving on to the power features of this light has a max luminous of 3,200, and it has four main modes in it. It has the correlated color temperature, or CCT, which allows bicolor light temperature from 2,800 K to 6,800 K. It has HSL RGBW mode, which allows full 360-degree color for a total of 36,000 different colors, as well as full hue, saturation, and brightness modes. It also has the COL mode, which stands for Color Card Simulation, which basically is just a set of various colors that you can choose from if you want to set the light up that way. Finally, the final mode that this thing has is an FX mode. Now, this is obviously more for video features and stuff like that, but basically what this FX mode does is it allows to bring scenes to life, things such as maybe police lights or lightning or fireworks, things like that. So you have that FX mode. Now, this thing can be fully controlled, all those modes, from either the back of the light, or if you want to sync your phone to it with the Weeylite app for both Android and iPhone, you can do that. Now you could do everything from both of those devices. However, the phone does provide some additional features that the back of the light cannot provide. So basically the phone allows additional features, and some of those features are being able to sync multiple lights. So let's say you have more than one of these lights, you have 4 or 5, you can sync them all together so they all look exactly the same using the touch of a button on your phone. You also from the phone can pick a color based on a picture. So let's say you see a pretty color and you want to use that, you take a picture of it, you click it, and your light will change to that. And you can even build your own FX lighting scene with the phone app. So that is basically the difference between the phone app and the back of the light itself. So that pretty much sums up all the features of this light. It's very similar to other Weeylites. If you have another Weeylight, you're going to kind of understand and know what these features are and how you can use this light. It's kind of a bigger version of a smaller Weeylight. So if you have other Weeylights, you know what to expect. Now this thing does have one con, and that is that I did have to purchase an external stand because it does not come with a stand. Not a huge deal. You're going to want something that's nice and sturdy so that your light is always staying in place and not falling all over the place. But you're going to have to buy something. And that is the only con for this light on today's episode of Mumbles. So to sum things up, the Weeylite WP35 light does everything a person could ask for. It's a nice, big, powerful light that not only has the ability to simply light a subject like I'm doing right now, but it also has the ability to become a fill light and fill areas with lights if you need it to. It has all the bells and whistles of smaller Weeylights in a bigger package. It provides a lot of power, a lot of coverage, a lot of light. It is exactly what I was looking for to upgrade my light game. As you can see, if you go back to past videos, some of my past videos I had shadows around me. This light has completely eradicated the shadows, and I absolutely love that. But beyond that, it's easy to use, it's easy to set up, it can be used multiple ways. It's just a fantastic overall light. If you're looking for a light to expand your light game or to make your light game improve, I definitely recommend that you check this one out. It is definitely a serious light and a serious investment. You will not be disappointed in this light. On today's episode of Mumbles, I do give the Weeylite WP35 a 5 out of 5 from me. Anyways, guys, this has been my review of the Weeylite WP35. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack that subscribe button, smack the like button, and smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone. Take care.